Welcome back, homies and honeys, to another episode of Final Fantasy XVI. This will be episode 45, if I recall. Yes, episode 45. So we got some side quests and some main story shenanigans to do. Alright, so let's go knock these side quests out, because this is how we get down.
Sweet inside. Ha! They've opened the gate.
Lubor was true to his word.
Fang now, at least.
Yeah, but what would be the point with the mine still closed?
What is it? I'm in no mood for chatter.
Sorry. Do you mind if I ask your trade?
Hunter, why?
I have a question. Can you tell me what makes a good carving knife? I assume you use one out in the field.
Has to be able to put up with some punishment. Can't be dealing with a brittle blade, not while I'm on the hunt. If your knife snaps every time you use it, you'll be spending coin as fast as you make it. Times are hard enough as it is.
Thank you. I won't keep you any longer.
All business, eh? Man after my own heart.
All business, no pleasure. Alright.
Hanging lanterns, keep the darkness before silver platter.
In the two quests we gotta help a dude figure out the riddle that what's his name Lubo gave him about making. He's like a blacksmith apprentice, and he told him to make some kind of knife with the spirit of this city we're in, this little hub city.
Kneaded to a silken softness, like eating a cloud with a crust.
And the other quest is we need to figure out why guys' hot springs are boiling up. What's this? Once you go flat.
Welcome, sir. What can I do you for?
A question, if you don't mind. I need to know what makes a good carving knife.
You a blacksmith or something?
Something, I suppose.
Fair enough. Knives, is it? First and foremost, it's got to hold an edge. Most knives will make it through fat, no problem, but sinew dulls cheap steel in no time. Give me a blade which can slice through anything that crosses my chopping block, and I'm a happy woman.
So a knife that stays sharp. Makes sense. So, a carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation. Let's hope Sava had better luck than I did.
So, how'd it go? You learn anything useful, or should I be looking for a new trade?
Only that a blade should be durable and stay sharp. But I don't see how that relates to the spirit of Dalamil.
I didn't have much luck either. All the cook said was that he needs his knives to be light. Too heavy and they do his shoulder in.
So we're no better off than when we started. Perhaps Lubor didn't mean anything with his Dalamil remark. But that can't be right. I've bandied enough words with the man to know that he chooses them carefully. No. We must be missing something. Something right in front of our noses, most likely.
No doubt you're right, but I have to make a start soon. I can't put off making this knife forever.
Agreed. Lubor wouldn't like that much.
Right. I've been trained to work iron. The cheap stuff, mind. But it's hardy enough if you don't hammer it too thin, and it sharpens up nicely with a bit of effort. Trouble is, it's either durable or it's light. Meaning someone is going to be disappointed. Forge Master Lubor, probably.
Is there no one else you can turn to? Someone who knows their metals, perhaps?
The other apprentices know better than to help me with my test. But maybe there is someone I could turn to. A merchant, a favourite of Forge Master Lubor's, who sells metals to tradesmen passing through the Valcroy. I bet she'd know a thing or two.
Take a look at some of this work they got here. Look at all these axes and swords and stuff. Science. What's this? For the best drop in Dalamil, visit the final sting. Excuse me? Back into the dessert. Dang, how my old ass gray beard uncle faster than me? How Clive uncle faster than him? Right? Torgal is understandable, but he should be back there like, you know, gasping.
Any luck? Or will you be needing help with your bags?
Well, I asked her, but... you tell him.
If you're looking to make a knife that will impress a master like Lubor, there are options. They're just not that viable. Featherlight adamantite knives will get passed from generation to generation, never needing so much as a lick of the whetstone. Adamantite ore is unique to ash, so it doesn't come cheap.
And it's beyond my skill to handle.
Unique to ash. Are there any materials unique to Dalamil? Something which could be mixed with iron to refine it. Make it lighter.
What are you getting at?
You said that Lubor trained you to work iron. Then that's what he'll expect you to use. But he would have known that it would either be too heavy or too brittle for a carving knife. Perhaps his Dalamil remark wasn't a riddle, but a hint.
If it's cheap metal you're using, then there's always limestone, I suppose. Folk first settled Dalamil to get at her mineral deposits. And, if you know the trick, it can be melted down in the furnace to drive out impurities from low-quality iron.
Bloody hell! That must be it! I don't suppose you know the trick, do you?
It's hardly my speciality, but I've been around enough blacksmiths to know how it works.
Looks like I've got some learning to do. Clive, I hate to ask after all that you've done for me, but...
The limestone? Fine. I can hardly abandon you now. Besides, I want to know if this is the answer to Lubor's little riddle.
I can't thank you enough, Clive. You'll have no trouble finding limestone over in the terraces. The place is bloody made of it.
Then I suppose I'll meet you back at the forge.
Right you are. I'll see you shortly.
Nice.
So, do you crush it up, or just throw it in the furnace?
Okay, so we need to go back down here. Alright.
That's better.
We'll heal up. Stop at the store on the way through. Excuse me. Restock my potions up.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
It would make a fine.
Kneaded to a silken softness.
Made from the stoutest stoneware. Just look at the detail.
Goldsmith. Master Baker. Wow.
Are you looking for something in particular?
Yes, healing items.
An excellent choice. Thank you for your custom. We should get going soon. Do you
What
have
do you want? Directions?
So long as we...
Either take this road to the Fang, or piss off back the way you came.
Well, thank you, sir. I'll piss off now.
Ah, I'm not too late.
What is it, Lubor?
A question that I neglected to ask earlier. Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang. To finish Hugo Kupka.
Just as I thought. Then allow me to share a secret. Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royalists. Tolmeki and Walud are allies, and as you've seen, their soldiers work hand in glove. But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. A man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days. I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead.
Isn't there always?
If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. That you will enter via the mines, where the guard is lightest. I've lost one Cid already. If I lose another, people will start to think me careless.
I don't plan on dying. Not before Kupka does, anyway.
Well, so long as you have a plan.
Damn. Alright. So we need to get some limestone and we need to know what's
Drake's
going
Fang
on.
should be just beyond these springs. Shall we press on?
Sooner or later. Got some spring lime, baby.
One rock looks a lot like another. But hopefully this is what Southern needs.
Come on, girl. The gate's open now. We can press on.
Gotta go down, then around.
Tell me you put down roots.
How do? Trader, are you? Seeking your fortune down in the golden sands of Dalamil? From mercantile stock myself, as it happens. You'd never guess, I was born just down the road in Dravost. And like me old ma and pa, I've been wandering the world hunting Gilbard's blessing ever since. Reckon I might have found it too. You've heard about the famous healing waters they got round these parts, right? Well, I'm thinking if I can find a little pool of my own, dress it up a bit, lay on drinks and fancies and whatnot, I'd have a license to mint Gil. Soothing your aches and pains with a grape in your gob and a glass in your hand. There's nothing people wouldn't pay.
I mean, you got a good idea. Open up a bathhouse. A lot of bombs over there.
Things?
About to find out. Bomb. That's our problem. That's why everything's so hot. It looks like there's more than 3.
Something awful's taken up residence in the springs. We'll turn back if you know what's good for you.
Well, I don't. And Gil. Balling.
By the flames. That explains the heat.
You little bastard. Oh, faithful.
I needed that.
Oh my god. Hate when I do that. A little battle right there.
Let's cool things down a bit. Let's hope it's enough to keep the baths from boiling.
Bomb's name was Old Faithful. Alright. Got a booty box right there. Desert rose from my hose. Thought maybe there'd be some healing items. That's why I didn't pick them up. The box, I'll take it.
Guess we're all ready.
Now I gotta buy another potion, 2 potions. I accidentally used a potion when I thought I had Torgal one, and I hit heal and it popped a high boy.
We should get going soon. Do you have water?
Are you looking for something in particular? Here you are. My thanks.
Sweet incense. Wax candle. Silver platters.
Turn that in on my way out because I'm going down that way anyway.
Fresh bread.
Light meat and dark. Fresh from the mill.
Light meat and dark?
Have pride of place in.
Wasn't sure how much you'd need, but I hope this is enough.
Brittle wet stone that grows in the restorative hot springs near Damel. When dried and milled into a fine powder, it can be added to molten iron to purge the metal of impurities.
You are one of the good ones, you know that. You and that merchant both, she's got quite a gift for teaching that one. Now, time to see if limestone is the secret weapon we were hoping for. That'll do, I reckon. A knife forged from the very rocks of Dalamil. Her spirit, if you will.
It's a fine-looking blade.
I only hope Master Lubor agrees.
That sounds like my cue. And just as well. I was getting tired of waiting.
I'm sorry, Forge Master Lubor.
Let's take a look then, shall we? First things first, Sava, do you think this is a carving knife worthy of the fine people of Dalamil?
I'd like to think so. But what do you think?
What do I think indeed? It's sharp-ish, but it won't last long with hard use. And it's heavy, heavier than it should be. You might not think it just to hold it for a moment, but sell that to a cook and you'll never hear the end of it. It looks like someone paid a visit to the terraces. The limestone was a step in the right direction, granted, but one that still leaves you short of the mark.
And I was so certain I had it all worked out.
I don't know who you found to teach you that little trick, but it certainly shows initiative. Next question. How much do you think I would charge if I'd made this?
Well, if it took you even a fraction of the time it took me, I would say you could demand a heavy purse.
And who would be able to pay that? The butcher? The hunter? The cooks over at the inn? Dalamil is home to humble traders, not wealthy lords and ladies. Rule number 1 in any business, Sava, know your customers.
Yes, Forge Master.
This is just about passable, but only just. I'd say you're worth keeping around a little longer. Starting tomorrow, you'll have an anvil of your own.
I will. Thank you. I was wondering, what would you do if you were asked to forge a carving knife?
I'd do what I always do. Ask who it's for. If it was for the butcher, I'd make sure it holds an edge. For the hunter, I'd make it as tough as Titan. For the cook, light as a feather. And for the nobleman, I'd make it cost an absolute fortune.
Smart man, smart man.
There goes a master, all right.
It looks like congratulations are in order.
I couldn't have done it without you. So much for the Forge Master's riddle, though, eh? The spirit of Dalamil had nothing to do with limestone or anything much at all. Meaning, I had you run around for no good reason.
You've passed your test. That's all that matters. You'll have a forge of your own in no time.
And when I do, I'll craft you the finest carving knife you have ever seen.
I need something like Atma weapon or something, homie. Alright? I need you to be professional. Did I level up? Oh, I'm close. I might level up off the next quest, though. That goblin coin, boy. I gotta find a goblin merchant, dog. He probably selling that good shit. In exchange for one great sword forged to specifics hereunder, Red Rooster Trading will pay the sum of 1,000 gil, no less than 8 hands in length, weighted pommel, briar claim inlay, serrated edge suited for cutting bone. Damn, son. Y'all here cutting boners? That's crazy.
Thank you, Clive. I honestly don't think I could have done it without all your help.
You're welcome, homie.
I hear you and the Master are working together now. Glad to have you on board.
Thank you. Alright, let's go turn in another quest, the bathhouse joint.
The finest fabric!
Yeah,
Take a sniff, sir.
needed to a silken softness.
Plates and pots!
There he is. The man who saved my business.
You right.
I was hoping we'd be seeing you again. The baths grow more bearable by the moment. It won't be long now before we are back to business as usual.
I'm glad to hear it.
Now, tell me this. What did you find at the terraces? What threatened to make me a pauper?
Not what I expected, that's for certain.
You tell a fine story. That's not to say I don't believe you, though. Creatures made of flame, eh? That's something due to worry about. But I burdened you with my worries enough already. Here, a small something by way of thanks. Right. It's high time I got back to work. With a little luck, the day might yet be salvaged.
That's a level right there. 5 more points too, and I get that next unlock. Level 34. Let's go. More scarletite.
It's just as well I sent you to the terraces in my stead. It sounds like I'd have been burnt to a crisp.
True. Alright, let's go. Pushing story now. Looking around, making sure there ain't nothing popping around here. I know how y'all like to do. Well, no, not this game. This game's not doing that too much with the like, oh, you completed this. There's some more side quests over here. This, like, they do pop the side quests, but they pop up in your face, right? So that transition into some different music.
Come on, girl, the gate's open.
Broken down, you say? From the weight of its load?
Aye. The guards are furious about it. You do well to steer clear.
Well, if it's blocking the road, it'd be a wasted journey anyway.
Get that damned wagon fixed! Unless you'd rather our men in Dalamil starved.
The axle's gone, Captain. There's nothing I can do.
Why don't you get like all 6 of them in and just pick that shit up? You do, right? One of them very, very, very sketchy bridges. Alright. Jaw obelisk activated.
There it is. Drake's Fang.
Kupka will be hiding inside.
Along with goodness knows how many guards, all on highest alert. You'll need to keep your wits about you if you're to reach him. So be careful.
I will, Uncle.
Before you go, Clive, allow me to apologize. After what befell at Phoenix Gate and the crisis that followed in its wake, I fled. I retreated to my counting house and danced attendance upon the vicereine in the hope it would bring me favor. I betrayed my nation to save my skin, like the coward I am. And I'm sorry.
Uncle, please.
It's not too late, Clive. Rosaria is yours by right, and there are those that would help you to take it back. Had I the courage of my brother, I might already have done so. But that ship has sailed. You, however...
No. Forgive me, but I cannot. I fight to build a new world now. A better world. Where men can live and die on their own terms. I was raised in a nation that strove to improve the plight of bearers. Only later did I realize that spark of freedom did not arise by chance, but was kindled by my father. You would see me follow in his footsteps. And that is exactly what I mean to do. Not by ruling Rosaria, but by extending his ideals to the whole of the twins. Though every soul in the realm may judge my actions heresy, I am certain my cause is just.
You really are just like him, you know? Thank you, Clive, for coming back to me. I am proud to call you nephew. Well then, this is where we must part ways. Wish me luck in convincing my Canvarian friend to share his considerable talents. I mean to plunder his coffers and prove myself worthy of a place in your merry band. Till then, my boy.
Till then, go safely, Uncle.
And you, nephew. We have much to catch up on, you and I. I shall expect you to regale me with the tales of all your adventures when next we meet. You can regale me too, Torgal.
I'm coming for you, Kupka.
Coming for him. Now, do I go check and see? Let's see if there's anything here before we go and push on. I want to check the blacksmith because I got some more of that that sight, whatever the hell it's called. Oh, we got a letter.
Clive. What's that for you, dear?
Yeah, scarletite. Yeah. Yeah, we can make these. These are an upgrade over the mithrils. when we needed the Scarletite, which we didn't have, but now we have some, so we might as well take that upgrade. That's another 10 defense and 3 HP, which isn't a lot, but
no scratches, right?
And
read our little letter real quick. A Desert Alliance. Oh, Sid II, I trust you will forgive me putting you and your dear uncle to the test. I am confident that a man of your position can understand the importance of earning one's trust, especially in times like these. For what it is worth, you now have earned mine, and I can assure you, it shall not be easily relinquished. May this be the start of a fruitful relationship. Rosina. I don't think there's nothing new. We're 5 points off of that next reward, so go ahead and let's get up out of here. Raging Fists. If time precise, the first strike can block an incoming attack. Blocking an attack with Raging Fist. Change the follow-up attack. Increase attack potency. Reduces ability cooldown by 50%. Ability duration can be extended by tapping the execution button. Upgrade increases the potency. I think I'm gonna switch to that. Let's get up out of here. Start the next part of the story. Oh, I forgot to read that. My bad. Trying to tell me that's a dragon's tooth?
Why do they still hurt? What has that gutter rat done to me? Out of my sight, witch! I'll kill you, Rossfield! I'll rip out your heart! I'll tear you limb from limb!
Peace, Hugo. The table shan't hurt you any longer.
He sought to humiliate me. Me! If you hadn't interfered, he would be dead!
You truly believe you would have triumphed had the battle continued?
Titan would have ground him into dust!
And how would he have done that without his head?
Shut up!
You...
Hold on, bro. Hold up. Hold up. Your boy said he would have killed him. First of all, that wouldn't have happened. Because at that very moment, we seen what happened. When motherfucking Clive took Garuda's power, Garuda or Benedicta was powerless for a certain amount of time. I don't know if she regened her abilities, but she did end up transforming into Garuda later. But for the time being, she was out of power. Clive would have killed him if we expect or knew the same shit would have happened to him, right? Clive took his power, but boy, dude saved him, right?
Weren't strong enough, and you call yourself a dominant. Or rather, you did.
You mock me, Harbert.
Do you see, Hugo? You are weak.
Fuck!
But so long as that fire burns within you, there is still hope. There may yet be a way for you to take your revenge.
Tell me, what must I do? Please, I'll do anything. Just tell me.
The heart.
What of it?
A Mother Crystal's heart is the most concentrated source of ether in all creation. Perhaps you could take advantage of that. Of course, the crystal would not yield her blessing to any ordinary man. But then, you are no ordinary man, are you, Hugo? Clive Rossfield stole your power, but others have suffered a similar fate. And
Okay, so this is what we're trying to figure. Okay, so we know now that, but how did Benedicta transform into Garuda? Like how? If he stole her power and he stole his power and he don't have it back yet. Some time has passed. So what? So Clive can steal Dominant's power. He just straight stole this shit and it's gone now. He don't have power anymore. Lord Harbard. Lord Harbard, or Habard, Lord Commander of the Knights of Waloed's armies. Harbard is known to many as the constant knight by reason of his unchangingly icy demeanor and his unwavering loyalty to his liege. Indeed, he appears to command Barnabas's complete trust, having been gifted full command over the Royal Order of Knights. Despite his apparent youth, the capacity in which he evacuated Hugo Kupka from Rosalith Castle, however, remains a mystery. He just looks evil, too. He just got that evil look, boy. Like, you know, he's up to no goddamn good.
still managed to find the strength to conjure their icon. Like Benedicta Harmon. She too drank of the ether and gained a power beyond human understanding.
She did. Benedicta. Benedict. I'll do it. My love. I'll avenge you.
Run along now, Hugo. You need only follow the light.
Let's not forget that somebody cut off Benedicta's head and sent it to this man.
Muthos is here. Very well, it shall be so. You may leave everything to me, Your Majesty.
Mythos? Who is Mythos, bro? Clive? You see what I mean, bro? Like they give you answers, but then add questions. They give you answers, add questions, add answers and questions. So we're just gonna, I'm speculating, Odin, Barnabas, this guy, whoever his name, I forget his name, but Barhard, right? Sid 2, Joshua, they know about something that we don't know about. They have information about things that we don't know about, like Mythos and what's going on with Ultima and all this other shit. They know about it, but we as the player and Clive know nothing, in the dark completely. Clive's faithful friend who is fiercely protective of him and his allies. However, it emerges that he is much more than a mere scent hound. He's a rare frostwolf imbued with the sorcerous strength that he is able to call upon and defend his allies in times of crisis. That's the orcs. We finally get to see them. Oh, they just eating motherfuckers. Holy shit.
Orcs. Did the royalists bring them from Ash?
Into the darkness. Got any orcs, a warlike yet surprisingly organized species of beastmen native to Ash. They have long been in conflict with the Walloaders over control of the continent and currently count the bulk of its eastern half of their own. However, their encroaching blight continues to eat the amount of livable land, making the fight for more territory even more vital. Boy, they sick looking, bro. Ash, though slightly smaller than her sister to the west, the eastern continent of Valistia is marked more altitudinous. I don't know how you say that. Altitudinous. Her lightly wooded shores guarded on all sides by the nigh unscalable cliffs, having been ravaged by the blight, still more grievous than Storm, the kingdom of Walload is now her sole remaining nation. Damn, so that half that place got gobbled.
Are the beastmen part of the Walluda army now? How the hell did that happen?
They've spotted us.
I mean, they're kind of scary looking, but I mean, we need to fight the big orc daddy, right?
Taken over the entire mine. So much for the men of the rock. Dalmekia's finest.
Men of the rock ain't shit anymore. Booty. All right, we at like 52 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and make the cut right here, right now. Hopefully you enjoyed this one, homies and honeys. Catch you in the next one. We gonna be OUT out. Deuces.